Khan dismisses reports linking Sultan of Sokoto Saad Abubakar to ecumenical chapel ceremony in Abuja. The Christian Association of Nigeria Khan has expressed deep concern, over the circulation of misleading reports and social media claims suggesting that the Sultan of Sokoto, His Eminence Muhammad Saad Abubakar, was invited to serve as the royal father of the day. At the proposed foundation laying ceremony of the ecumenical chapel at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja. That can be possible. How can they make Muhammad Saad Abubakar as the royal father of the day? From in Abuja, something that they are doing in Abuja, that it is Khan that is doing it. They're not going to bring the Sheikh. I've been at the Sultan of Sokoto. Khan, in a statement from his media office on Saturday in Abuja, unequivocally refused this claim, describing it as entirely false and without any basis. But why would somebody just wake up and say, oh, it was the Sultan that people who made the royal father of the day? I hope there is no evidence to shall back it up, because how can? How can? It is well. Lampara says, what is the meaning of Khan, please? Kalu says, Khan doesn't differentiate magic from miracles. Khan of one. Video says, better to invite Boko Haram to Christian programs. Remember what Gumi is doing to Christ people nowadays. Bobby says, Oga Chairman and President of the Christian Association of Nigeria, Khan, before you now come out to deny this invitation, sir, you didn't earlier come out to dismiss the write-up until so many Christians of Nigerians and the world at large came out to complete. Why is it like that? So what are you looking for, Mr. Man? Looking for name or how? I don't understand. Like you will make the Sultan of Sokoto the royal father of the day. Somebody that is in Sokoto, you brought him to Abuja. So there are no other persons that you can use as royal father. You don't have Christian kings that you could invite, to come and be the royal father of the day. Why him? It is well, though. It is well. So keep denying everything, but we shall see if you'll be able to deny before him on the day of judgment. Yaya says, Sultan cannot even honor this invitation. Can't think twice. We hope so. Adele says, how can Church of God invite such anti-Christians to such occasion? Now, if you ask me now, what I go ask? Adele says there's a growing concern with Khan, that Khan didn't release the monuments for helping the northern Khan by foreign bodies to support them in building structures that will make life easy for them. That the money was not remitted when the donors came to see the project. The northern Khan was alleged to have received such help. Please, we need the Khan president to answer these questions without delay. Thanks. Now, and they says Remy Boy is prognosing. Bold idea. Say, what is he coming to do there? I wonder. Ebenezer said, you can even invite Satan himself. It concern me. Emmanuel says, those people are not the powers, they are defenders of their homeland. Where are the Fulanis who massacre citizens? Shitting this on the talk. Adeba says, light and darkness, they have nothing in common. James Atta says, it is pathetic to hear this from a trusted leader of Khan, a body of Christians in our country. How many times have you heard Sultan issue condemnations to buying of Christians in flashpoints in the country? Where did the Sultan come from to be installed? Pakistan, Turkey. The West knows best some of sinister things perpetrated by revered individuals in this country that our Christian leaders are shying away from reacting to. There's a lot going on in the country that we don't even know about. There's a lot, as in it is deep. This country, Nigeria, is very deep. You can't even understand it. Both clarification at the right time. Nkirika said there's no relationship between light and darkness. Alfred says, what does Khan know? Do they have field officers, foot soldiers scanning the environment or researching the origins, causes and effect of things happening around them? Ask, check around. It's not just the current Sultan. We are referring to the Sultanate, the entirety of the Emirates, starting from when the persecution of Christians in the north started. So the present Sultan may not have started it, but he is continuing from where his predecessor stopped. Ask him what was handed to him. David says, God bless you. Let children of the living God fix the house of the living God. Charles said, I don't trust these so-called Khan officials because they can do unthinkable things. Christian communities in Nigeria are like children without parents and they fend for themselves. Benjamin said it could be possible. How can we trust CAN? What happens during Tinubu campaign? Who organized those bishops? What about the buying in Nigeria? What are some pastors saying? Do we even have CAN in Nigeria? Corruption has taken over. Buying taking place. Where is CAN? Exactly. Where is CAN? Alecheno says this is not an issue. Let CAN come out and stand by the pastor who is threatened to be buyed by the evil Islamic preacher. Let CAN make a categorical statement to that effect, one that nothing should happen to that pastor, yes. Because if it was the other way around, those ones, they will come out and start condemning and start talking and start making videos, doing things to condemn whatever a Christian person has said. But an imam is coming out and placing a bounty on a pastor, and they've not said anything about it. CAN cannot defend their own persons. There's really something fishy about that CAN, if you really check it. Eugenia says Sultan is a pagan and idol worshipper. Even God will not be happy if such a thing ever happened. Harry says, I don't doubt this. With CAN, anything is possible. I'm telling you, the present CAN is really suspicious, very suspicious. The rumor may be 70% true. That the person there is probably disguising, and it's probably a Muslim, and it's just disguising to be a CAN president or something. It's very, very possible. Izuchukwu says CAN is a registered affiliate and beneficiary of Muslim Brotherhood. It's possible. CAN and hypocrisy, the buyers are still out there. CAN is silent. They are almost silent on everything. Almost everything going on in the country. They are always silent. Always. Sasande says, so CAN still there, probably for ceremonial purposes. With all that is befalling Christians and the church, they are on sabbatical mobilization. No be small. Fred Bemba says, so this is the only good message you have for the Christian body. Olumide says, CAN did not need to dismiss the report as the Sultan himself wouldn't turn up to perform such a role, even if such an invitation had been extended to him. Emmanuel says, why invite an unbeliever as the royal father of the day in a Christian garden before? I wonder. It is well. John Odo says, and what is it if you extend it to him? We're always endeavoring to make hair out of nothing. What is hair out of nothing? I beg, let's hear what. And listen, don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.